pregame you told us that you were going to manage things a little differently for Clayton Kershaw. Even after that fifth inning, I saw whether it was Kike or Freddie kind of staring over at you, trying to see what your decision was going to be. Just to send Freddie back out there, to send Clayton back out there, what confidence did you have just knowing that he could finish this tonight?
Well, I was hopeful, for sure. Obviously, you go through 5 innings and he has 2 strikeouts and pitch counts climbing up there. And, it was just one of those things that I felt that I was going to give him every opportunity to do it at home. And, fans showed out from the first pitch. Everyone was so excited, and I wanted to give Clayton every opportunity, and that was his last hitter, so that was his last hitter, and getting the called third strike. It wasn't a slider, but it was a strikeout. So you can see the emotion that he had today trying to, get that third strike, and I think, you look at the first probably 14, 15 hitters he got to 2 strikes, probably 10 of them, and just couldn't put them away. And so just couldn't execute that final pitch. But I think it just happened the way it's supposed to happen, in the sense that it was the 3rd out. We got a chance to really celebrate him to take the moment. Will Venable and the White Sox and Wolfie and the umpires did a great job giving Clayton his time. So it was a huge moment, and really happy for Clayton.
You've witnessed so many things, or even experienced them as a player, as a manager, World Series. How do you describe what this was like for you, for Clayton, and just kind of how this compares to so many of the accomplishments that Clayton has had?
I think this is probably, the 300 wins for Clayton, I'm sure. But I think this is, the Cy Youngs, certainly. But I think that to get 3,000 strikeouts, that takes a long time, and a lot of trials, tribulations, surgeries, rehab, frustration, tears, to continue to fight back, come back, show up and post. That's hard to do. And so to get 3,000 strikeouts and for me to be a part of the back part of that journey for him, there was a lot of emotion for Clayton, and I hope he enjoys this one. And now I think he can even say that every box, for him has been checked.
You and he have had so many good and bad moments here at Dodger Stadium. What did the embrace mean to you?
I think it was just a culmination of, he never wants to make it about his individual accomplishments, but I think that we've been through a lot together. And so I think that, I'm one of the few people in uniform that has been through it with him, right, for quite some time. And so, we have a great relationship, and so that was kind of what the embrace is about.
What did it mean, do you think, for Clayton that you won the game? You didn't get the win, but when he goes back and looks at this box score in 20 years, it says the Dodgers won the game.
I think that means a lot. I think that means a lot, absolutely, because like I said, he never wants to make something about himself, and his goal is when he pitches to win the baseball game. And ultimately, I just appreciate the way that our guys understood the moment. Today was going to be about Clayton, and rightfully so, and to kind of get that part of it, to then recalibrate, to still focus and find a way to win a baseball game. I do think that makes Clayton feel better, that the 4 runs that he gave up or whatever it was didn't cost us the game as well.
Was this as excruciating to watch down in the dugout and on the field as it was upstairs?
Yes, it was. Yeah,
I don't know that I've ever experienced anything like that.
Yeah, no, it was tough in the sense that you want to put him in the best position to get the 3,000 strikeouts. He's so close, we can all kind of see it, and you're trying to will it to happen. You're trying to still manage a ball game. I'm thinking about stress and pitch count and there was a lot of effort tonight from him. So he'll feel it tomorrow. And so, so there was a lot of kind of trying to figure out how far I push him. Yeah,
Pretty gutty.
very good.
Hey, how's Max?
So Max is going to get an MRI tomorrow. You know, a lot of the tests that they did right now, we feel optimistic, and I think that our hope is that it's a sprain. So obviously for the next few days, I'm sure he'll probably be down. But again, the MRI tomorrow will show more.
Do you expect this to be an IL stint?
What's that?
Do you expect this to be an IL stint for Max?
I think we'll just wait and see what the MRI kind of shows.
Which ankle, Chuck?
It was his knee,
His name?
and I think it was his right knee. If I
Left.
left knee.
Dave, back to Clayton, that standing ovation was about a 6-minute standing ovation. What did you think of the way that the fans showed their appreciation for Clayton today?
It was not surprising. Like I said before the game, our fans have been with him since he was 18 years old, 20 years old, making his debut, whatever it was. So they've seen the whole evolution. They've been with him through this entire step of the way. The buzz tonight felt a little bit like a playoff game. There was a lot of kind of, all the fans were into it from every pitch, certainly when he got to 2 strikes. When he kept going back out of the dugout. And so, not surprising, our fans are certainly invested in number 22, and rightfully so.
Okay, for Shohei to steal there in the 9th, to put himself in that good position to win the game with that run, was that your call or was that his?
That was something that he has a green light, and I felt that was a chance to get into score position for Will. And so that was an educated gamble, and certainly Shohei got a good jump right there, and it was a good baseball play.
Was there any discussion with Clinton after the 5th inning about what you guys wanted to do? Did you just send him out there?
I sent him back out. No discussion.
Did you, after every two strikes, did you pray, get one more?
There were a few Hail Marys in there, yeah.
Dave, what's it like to be in the dugout with him, especially during a game, and this one especially?
This was a little bit like a no-hitter. It was kind of where you just don't want to. I don't think I made eye contact with him tonight. Certainly didn't talk to him, so it actually a little bit felt like a no-hitter.
You said you were going to watch this kind of from a fan-first perspective as well. Did it live up to the hype?
Yeah, it did. Now I understand how fans feel. Yeah. You're just pulling for him. I was pulling for him. And I just wanted it to happen tonight. I really did, for everyone.
Dave, you mentioned kind of just being a fan of baseball. Kind of one of the big arguments is who's the pitcher of this generation. You saw Max's 3,000 strikeout. You've seen Verlander a lot. Does this kind of put him over the top, and just kind of, do you think he's the pitcher of the generation? Just kind of what makes him stand out?
I think so. I think that as much as he's won the ERA, the strikeouts, the 300 wins, 2 championships. But yeah, I think he's the pitcher of the generation, yeah.
Dave, you talked about his journey. For you being such an integral part of that journey, what impresses you most about what he's done in that journey to get to 3,000 tonight?
I think the thing that probably impresses me the most is the consistency of preparation. I think that anytime you make an all-star team, you win a Cy Young, you win an MVP, you win a World Series, you get a contract, another contract. With Clayton, there's never been a letdown in how he prepares. And, whether, like I said earlier, he was doing dry work or, the stuff in the weight room and his sprints before, he's going to be doing sprints tomorrow. He's going to be running 120 feet tomorrow in left field. And he's done it for 18 years. So for me, it's hard when things are going well or bad to remain consistent with how you prepare. And I think that's for me very, very admirable, and that's certainly underselling. I just don't have an adjective to describe that.
We'll do one or two more if you want. Or none.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.